What a week it has been for Tottenham Hotspur. First signing Alex Morgan, then Gareth Bale and Sergio Reguilon, then scoring fast 5 at Southampton, then a match delayed due to coronavirus. And now, by the time this video comes out, Tottenham would have played in the Europa League third round and would be very close to signing a centre back. Welcome to Spurs Tubes. As in this video, we have got a lot of catching up to do, and so we will talk about four main agendas today. First, Alex Morgan. Then, in the change in transfer approach from Pochettino to Mourinho. In third part will be a note to Harry Kane. And finally, some transfer news which you all love. So let's start Spurs teams. The popularity of the women's game have been on the rise since the World Cup in 2019. And Spurs are also taking it seriously. They were promoted to the top 5 for the first time in 2019 in FA Women's Super League. And this season, they've surprised everyone by signing World Cup winner Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan is a two-time World Cup winner and an Olympic gold medalist who is one of the global superstars in the modern game. Her signing has not only created excitement among regular watchers of the Women's Super League, but more common football fans who have less interest in women's football but now are getting excited about watching her in Tottenham colours. Her signing shows the intent that Tottenham are taking the female game seriously and they are going to give it as much importance as the men's game. Alex Morgan was the first female player to be on the cover of FIFA 16. It just shows how popular she has been across the world in the women's game. Major all of American footballers who won the World Cup became celebrities in the world of football, and to sign one of those is a big news for women's team in Tottenham Hotspur and has created a certain buzz amongst all Spurs faithfuls. And we hope that this rise in popularity helps improve the natural standard of the women's game across the globe. Last week, Tottenham Hotspur signed Gareth Bale and Sergio Reguilon from Real Madrid, which meant they have now signed 5 players in this summer, and total of 7 players since the arrival of Jose Mourinho in the two transfer windows. This is a considerable change in approach to transfers from the one that was criticized under Mauricio Pochettino. A lot of fans felt that Pochettino was not backed enough by Daniel Levy and that enough players weren't signed to support the first team. But this may be a general difference between the two managers as well. As we all know, Mauricio Pochettino preferred a more close group and was unhappy if this squad has more than number of players that he wanted in and around, or the players were unhappy at not playing. He always preferred a close-knit group, like a family-like structure, whereas Mourinho is more focused on getting his targets first and then looking to sell people, and is not that disappointed if someone is left unhappy for not playing regular football. Whilst both of the managers would have first interest of the players in mind, there is a considerable difference in which they approach to transfers. Pochettino was happy to wait for first two players to leave and then sign other players, whereas Mourinho is more focused on signing and then hoping that players will leave later on. While also deals like those for Sergio Reguilon, which involves a buyback clause, wouldn't happen under Pochettino, as he disliked the fact to prepare a player for someone else to profit. And that is why Spurs backed off of deals for Danny Ceballos last summer. Also, deals like Højbjerg or Doherty weren't what Spurs would look to do under Pochettino, and are more Mourinho kind of players who are ready-made for the Premier League, rather than once younger players who will give you for longer period of time. So, what do you think? Why is this change in transfer approach from Tottenham? It is due to the change in manager, or has Daniel Levy realized he was at fault for the sacking of Pochettino? Let us know in the comments below. Whilst transfer talk has created a lot of excitement amongst the faithfuls, Tottenham Hotspur played Southampton on Sunday and weren't looking great for the first half before the Kane and Son show started, and Spurs smashed Southampton for 5. While Son scored his first hat-trick, or first time ever scored 4 goals in a match and became the first South Korean to ever to do so, we will talk about the man who provided him those 4 goals, the man who was called the man of the match by Jose Mourinho, that is Harry Kane. Harry Kane became the first player to assist the same player 4 times in a single game. And since 2015, he and Son have been involved in the most goals as a partnership. And Harry Kane, along with Ali and Eriksson, is in features in the top 5 since 2015. That goes to show his importance not just as a striker but as a team player. He's often criticized by rival fans as being a tap-in merchant or just a one-season wonder, which probably isn't true. But this game again showed how his importance as a team player, which is often used by Gareth Southgate for England. And with this match and also the signing of Gareth Bale, we may see Harry Kane getting double figures for assists this season, as becoming a more and more important creative force in the squad, along with scoring goals. And we hope he has a brilliant season that silences all his remaining doubters. Now let's get back to some transfer news. Tottenham Hotspur has submitted a 50 million, close to 50 million euros bid to Inter Milan for centre back Milan Skriniar, as per various sources. A deal is looking increasingly likely between the two clubs for the centre back. With this will be the sixth signing of an impressive transfer window in which Spurs have again surprised plenty with the quality of players they have signed in this transfer window. Spurs are also actively looking for a striker with likes of Arkadiusz Milik, Stefan Seferovic and World Weghorst being linked constantly with Tottenham, but no deal seems to be close as striker search may be the final straw in the squad puzzle. There are also going to be considerable departures with Spurs looking for open for loan deals for Ryan Sessegnon while selling Serge Aurier and Van Foyth and Paulo Gazzaniga. We will talk about importance of selling players in our next video, as transfers also involve letting players go so that the squad has harmony. If you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel Spurs Tubes so that you do not miss out on regular Spurs information. Thanks for watching.